be
No.
Amaranth so bad.
Where you just sit in a hot tub and play games.
Her name is also Kaitlyn. Sorry. The hot tub people, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard I want to be Ayn Rand so badly. I'm like, this aligns with nothing of what I know about you.
No, Amaranth. She's a hot
Okay.
tub streamer. Her name is also Kaitlyn, which I think is really funny, and we both have red hair now. So I'm like, I'm basically a low budget Amaranth. So
She's
I'm
also
like,
in Houston, isn't she?
She
Or
is
at least
also in
was.
Houston.
Oh.
I have a friend that went to school with her and was like really good friends with her growing up.
Does her
Like-
producer let her play a cat?
Yeah, well, she does play cats.
Oh, about that, Aaron.
Yes.
Available to play a cat for September's episode if you still need her for that.
Who is?
Fiona?
Oh,
The
Fiona.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fiona would be great to play a cat. We really need someone who can bring.
Yeah, because it was either Fiona or Manatee. So
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Barbara
Manatee's
Manatee.
great. I don't want.
Right.
I was about to say, Manatee hasn't mic checked yet.
I trust Manatee. Manatee's an old pro.
All right.
also shout out for the VeggieTale tunes.
I'm not saying, Kaitlyn,
Yeah.
that you're gonna play a cat in next month's episode, but Rory is going to have a cat thing happen if the outline persists.
I hope it doesn't, and then you just really disappoint her.
I have cat
like-
ears.
Ah.
I have like nice diamond-studded cat ears. I
Or-
wear them.
And if we decide to go that direction, Aaron, I have Mousy. You'll never catch me, newspaper
Wait,
lady.
like a Tom and Jerry thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's something to keep in mind for the future.
Liz,
It's a nice way of saying no.
on your shoulder?
No, it's me thinking, well, what can we do? with
This
that?
is Manatee.
For
Okay,
some reason,
actually,
oh, okay.
don't tell Manatee. Manatee is actually a seal, but I didn't know that until after I bought Manatee. I don't
Wow.
want him to have an identity crisis. To
That's
be fair,
very
his label was in Japanese, so I didn't know. But then later I saw like drawings of him on an ice floe, and I was like, well, that's weird for a manatee. And then I realized.
But not weird.
I feel lied to.
Yeah.
You know, what's in a name, really?
Letters,
Your
motion.
identity.
Yeah. Names don't mean anything.
Your sound assigned to you at birth.
You
They are
mean
not assigned to you at birth.
I'm not
didn't
They
choose
are
to be
found
useful
one who is
identifiers
like
despite
God?
that, but
I'm gonna legally change my name to Boris.
Just a mononym? About it.
Or
But you're-
Bobo.
But
What did you say?
Bobo.
Brady?
What about your last name? You gonna
No,
keep
Bo.
up?
he's like Madonna.
Yeah, Bobo.
Share.
We're not going to call him Boris. That's
Bobo.
ridiculous.
What's a famous?
Yeah, you have to say it like that. Mau Mau. What?
Bobo.
Guys, there's a
Kanye.
really good special on Lorena Bobbitt on Amazon. Sometimes I play it, but I make sure that Will's always home. But it's such in case.
Do you make sure he's there because it's an implicit threat? Like you're like, this is what
I didn't say that. I didn't say that out loud. What he deduces is not my fault.
I did not say that out loud.
Just know
It's
the
really good
chances
special.
of me going Lorena Bobbitt are slim, but never zero.
I would do what she did in her situation though. As much as she got like totally like ruined in the media at the time, it's like she was very reasonable. It's like
I really don't know who that is.
she cut her
Oh,
husband's
well, there's an
penis
episode in
off.
season 1 of Grey's Anatomy.
Because he was abusive.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
horrible.
And then
So she
she went
actually
on,
an
I believe,
actress
to
from Grey's
become
Anatomy
a...
and she castrated her boyfriend? Is that what you
No,
said?
no.
Husband, because he abused her for years.
yeah, and
Oh, I'm
then
not saying there's
he-
something wrong.
And then he becomes a porn star
star,
from
yeah.
it.
He does
because-
a porno of him getting surgery on it.
And then she gets basically ruined in the media because they decide to take the fact that she's Latina and like make a whole spin on it. Like and be
Mhm.
like, oh, fiery Latino woman cuts husband's penis off because that's what you do. And then she gets made
When
fun
did
of
this
on, like,
happen?
SNL.
1992.
Oh, well, I wasn't even kicking yet, so.
Why nobody has married me yet?
You would do
They're
that?
too
Yeah,
scared.
there was a lot of conversation about it in college.
She set a bad precedent for all Latino women. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
People stay away from Latinas because of that?
That's yeah.
Yeah, but
This feels like a very delicate
Like,
conversation.
it's not you, it's Lorena Bobbitt. I'm like,
Lorena
okay,
Bobbitt,
well,
yeah.
Oh,
You understand.
And you would
Anyway.
say, Liz would of course say, like, no, it's also me. Because she would.
there you go.
But it's Lorena Bobbitt who made it known that Liz would do that. Like, it put the thought in people's head in advance.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't see it coming. So.
Yeah.
That's a nuts story, though.
So in that way, Lorena Bobbitt's done a service to a lot of people.
I was going to name my daughter Lorena Bobbitt Lange.
Lange.
Lorena Bobbitt Lange.
That's her whole first name.
Yeah, so her first name is Lorena Bobbitt Lange, and then her full name would be Lorena Bobbitt Lange Marie Lange.
Right.
that's a mouthful. I don't like her parents for doing that.
Marie? It's a good middle name. That's my middle name.
It's a solid middle name.
I like that one.
But that's a big name.
It's one of my
So
go-to
Annie's
guesses.
name is Anne Marie, but that's her first name, even though there's a space in between Anne and Marie. So I always tell her chronologically, Marie is her middle name, but she on her birth certificate it says Anne Marie Van Buster. So there's only, she technically doesn't have a middle name.
Are you talking about your wife?
Yes.
Yes. I've seen her show up on my Facebook, but I've never met her, so it feels very presumptuous to assume she'd be my friend on the internet.
She would be your friend on the internet, or what do you mean?
Because I've never met her in life, so it feels presumptuous to make someone my internet friend when we get to meet. in
She
life.
has
I
seen
haven't
a
met
video
most
of
of you in
and I
person. What's
on
I
the
was gonna
same
say, I've
screen.
only met like
different.
one of you in person. No, I've met his wife, and I also wouldn't like add her on the internet just because she has a very cool aesthetic. That
Well, I don't want to mess that up.
Yeah, no, because like my addition to her life will reduce that. So
I don't think that's true, but I'm going to tell
Yeah,
you.
your new
said that.
photo shoot was pretty cool, Kaitlyn. I don't
Yeah,
think
it was cool.
And tonight's
Very
costume
cool.
is Aces, so
Isis,
I'm
the
loving
glass
It's Bobo.
Isis.
Capone's bananas.
I do look like I am supposed to be in like a different kind of thing, but
Looks like it looks like you're gearing up for your Twitch stream later.
yeah, a little bit more of that, but it's not what I wanted, but it's how it looks. We'll learn.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
I
Who
got a
hit
note.
that?
Thank you, Zoom.
Dear
Oh, I have to give
viewers.
my consent.
I'm
Continue.
glad that I didn't
The meeting.
forget
Do we
to
all have
start
to-
the
is
recording
that a
like
new
I
consent
usually
thing?
do. And had that happen go off in the middle of the show.
Well, at least that means the Lorena Bobbitt stuff happened before we started recording.
Well,
But-
we're still streaming, Ben.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
That's
all,
okay. There won't be any evidence of it, though. You know what I mean?
No, it's streaming.
No, it's on YouTube.
It's going to be archived on YouTube.
There's also a whole thing about porn on YouTube as well. Like I sent it to my friends and family and like they logged on and were like, oh.
Fascinating.
I don't know what
see-
y'all are saying, but
There's an amazing video that I recommend everybody watch at some point. You don't need to watch the entire thing. Should I go on with this joke? We're being recorded.
They are being recorded in multiple places. I
Can
will
I
say
think
that I've been
that? What
slowly
it-
trying to cut all of our pre-conversation out, and then eventually, Chelsea, all of the Space Train will be remastered with new audio. So that
Whose
you can
voices will you
listen to-
use?
So the only porn that we talk about was the porn that's in the script at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe I should save this joke for another time then.
Okay.
Did Aaron just
Well-
say he's gonna overdub us all? Is that what he just?
Yeah,
Porn stars.
He did
No.
say that.
Someone
I
remind
did not
porn
say that. I
stars?
said new
Yeah,
audio.
yeah.
What we're
Yeah,
doing
but
is we're
that's
unable to have like under tracking, and we're unable to have music throughout the show. So
Oh, so you'll add it all in.
So
I'm
yeah,
going to be able
post.
to add more music and cut when people forget their lines or don't turn their camera on in time. Stuff like
How do you
that.
If you
forget
don't like our voices, Aaron, you
lines?
could have just told us instead of just overdubbing us like this. It's crazy.
Okay, Lauren, I didn't want to tell you, but you're the one who's overdubbing everybody else.
Oh,
Oh, I'm doing everyone's voices.
You're doing everyone's voices.
Cool, because you
man,
hear
I'd
how
like
good
to
my-
see you as
I'm not
Ratskull
muted
so
and I
bad.
just burped.
Ah!
That was in
that's a
character
part that
for
we're
you.
going to need to clip out and send everywhere.
Yeah, clip
because
that.
That's going to be my new text tone.
Yeah.
What's the thing Ratskull says all the time?
Ah!
Cool. Can
Yeah,
we actually
exactly.
that? We're playing.
Also, occasionally blast, drat, and confound it all. And if he's really mad, to Hecuba.
To Hecuba, right?
Yeah. Steven,
Can you do a Rory
real
Rook
quick
impersonation?
question
I have one
that
in this episode.
I'm going to ask
Sorry, go
you
ahead.
this question, but really I'm asking everybody this question. I'm considering having Aldani say the F word on the next episode, which would be very far afield of anything that we've seen before on this show. Like, do you think that it fits or should we avoid it?
I mean, context, but that would rate the entire season PG-13 at the highest still, right?
Yeah. The context is she's threatening Nate Callahan.
Okay.
So it's an exciting moment.
Definitely open to it.
Okay.
A funny story about cuss words, if anyone wants to hear it.
What if he literally says
if
F
my mother
word?
can see it in advance.
That's
Just be
pretty
like,
funny.
warning,
You're such a-
Aldani says the F word.
Yeah.
And then my mother can finally
F
disown me for
you,
the amount
Nate
of swears in my
Callahan.
work.
Yeah.
I remember a funny story where
I like that, Chelsea. Thank you.
An actor thought that the stage directions were his lines, and we were doing Treasure Island, and it was the guy who was playing the guy who's the captain with the wooden leg.
Long John Silver
was first mate.
Yeah, Long John Silver. Thank you. But his line was Long John Silver rests his hand on his shoulder, like just to talk to Jimbo. Yeah. And I remember him having the conversation. It's hard peeling potatoes. Yeah, he rests his hand on Jimbo's shoulder. What does that mean, sir? That's a stage direction. Oh, well.
Sandra did the same thing in the movie thing we filmed in December.
What was it?
She said she grabs her horn and turns towards the door.
It was great.
It was really good. It was so good we kept it. We have time for 60 seconds of story. If anyone else wants to tell a quick story before I'm gonna start playing Claire DeLune.
Alex, I have a story about a cuss word and it's funny.
Do it.
Okay,
thanks. So one time I had to call a parent because their kid called me, they said, "Shut up, bitch." And so the parent, to let them know, their parent was like, "Well, what did you say to my child?" And I go, "I said good morning." It was like my first month teaching.
I like that parent though being like, "You must have done something," and you're like,
"What did you do to make my son say that to you?"
Yeah, like one time it was that same kid. His mom was like, "My kid said you were mean to him yesterday." I go, "Yeah, he bullied one of our like special needs kids, so I made him stand outside the rest of class, and it was hot, and I didn't teach him."
That's the real punishment.
That's the generation we live in.
You're
the teacher's
a monster.
Fault.
Yeah, I say good morning. I don't let you be mean to people. Someone fire me.
Get her out of there.
Somebody clip that. We'll also send that around.
Yeah, that's another great text tone. Someone fire me.
Everyone, if you would kindly, we're at about 4 minutes till curtain.
All right. Break legs, everybody.
Good to see everybody. Thought there was more. There wasn't. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Space Train, another exciting, fun, sitcom-y, science fiction adventure to fill your life with. We're excited that you could join us here today for our penultimate episode of season 1, but never fear, we're not like those hacks in Hollywood, and we don't intend on going anywhere. So we'll just keep on rolling directly into season 2. If this is your first time watching Space Train, thank you for joining us. It is a science fiction sitcom set on a train. We think that you'll be able to hop right into it. Tell your friends and family. We'd really appreciate it. If you're fans of Pronoia Theater and in the Houston area, why we're doing a live show this Saturday. Isn't that crazy? Our first one in over a year. 7:30 at Cone Man Running Space and Spring Street Studios in Houston, Texas. We're performing with our friends Ophelia's Ropes. And by we are performing with, we mean that they are doing all of the work and we are showing up and making jokes. Please join us for that. You can find more information about that on Ophelia's Ropes Facebook page. In addition to that, if you join us next Thursday at this same time, you can see a historical sketch comedy show called God Kings Episode 3, 4 Presidents Walk into a War, which is very silly and funny. And if you like this, but aren't a big fan of all the sci-fi, why don't you take a trip through American history with the same writer and indeed same comedic sensibility? That'll be next week and stars much of the same cast as tonight's Space Train. Hey, did you know, listener, watcher, that Space Train isn't just a wonderful web sitcom, but also a refreshing beverage? That's right. You can drink a Space Train beer if you go to Eureka Heights Brewing Company, and they are our friends, and we don't say enough to help them out, but they are a big proponent of us, and we are big fans of them. If you're in the Houston area, please go on and visit Eureka. And if you enjoyed today's show, please consider donating. PayPal.me/Pronoia Theater or Venmo at Pronoia would really help us out. Well, without any further ado, we begin Space Train Ratskulling into Butter.
Hello. Welcome to my Space Train. Spiritually mine, culturally mine, but not legally mine, strictly speaking. I'm Professor Ratskull. I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself. I do. Well, I hold a lot of expired patents, and in the semi-forced retirement of my life, I'm a bit of a mentor figure to the gals and gadots who zip around and are looking for a little wisdom on the Space Train.
Thanks for opening up the Zumba Studio for my early remedial class.
Yes, of course. Anything for a zoombologist. A paying zoombologist.
Nope, any day now. Something about the time dilation is holding up the last 15 months of my paycheck. Or maybe Devin is still upset about me spilling hot chocolate over my forms.
Yes, who cares? Punch card?
3 more remedials and you have to let me back into the regular.
And what a glorious day that will be. Rodolfo's on call, just poke him with the poking stick.
I know all ends of the poking stick. Thanks, Mr. Ratskull.
Professor.
Oh, sure. Professor. Keeping it on brand. Wink.
What? I'm called Professor because I'm a professor.
Of what? Made for TV merchandise?
Of physics. Of chemistry. Of physitry.
Oh, wow. I thought all this time you were just some energetic guy who sold stuff. But now I realize you're just some sad man on sabbatical. My mistake. Bye, Professor. Wink, wink.
Don't wink at me. I'm more than a sad academic. I'm also a mad scientist. Leah, surely you notice the respectful distance people afford me.
I don't know. I read the Space Train newsletter a lot. I pretend to hate Reed, but I actually love Reed. Don't tell Rory. And you didn't even crack the top 10 of train boys who are dangerous to others and also our hearts.
Ratskull means respect on this train. This affront will not stand. To the newslettery!
How much coffee do you need to drink before you crack the case?
Coffee? In the morning, I'll keep to my gin and it'll keep to me.
I could have solved this case 10 times over by now.
Do it.
A revoked my personal license to American typewriter font, and it's not as much fun without it.
Uh-huh.
Because you don't want to implicate Boris.
Gosh yourself and keep that noodle scuttled sideways.
Right now you're not even trying.
Not avoiding bupkis. Normies think they know the newspaper game. You don't. This is a tough nut to crack.
What's the next thing?
We know there's a secret set of off-network cameras that you don't have access to.
Ones I picked up on my TV tuner.
Exactly. Who installed them? Why are they broadcasting? Who's tuning in?
I can't ask Boris.
Yeah. We'll figure out somehow. I just have to keep staring at these colored index cards and moving them around.
How about I move the blue one to the one with a bunch of question marks?
Normies.
Rat Rage!
Professor, the summer of Rat Rage was beautiful, but it's time to let it go. I finally did.
Patricia Parsons, how dare you? How dare you?
You're going to need to be a bit more specific.
Welcome to the Space Train newsletter, all the news that's fit to repeat from a more respected source. Sorry, Patty, I was carrying boxes. I got here as fast as I could.
Oh, don't worry, Sticky Charlie, it's just Ratskull.
Just Ratskull? Is it just the bubonic plague? Is it just the Boxer Rebellion? Is it just that slutty black hole that keeps seducing planets to their doom?
Is it ever?
The box, it fell on a box cloner, so it's getting real gray goo real fast back there.
Yeah, you keep your moistness right there, Sticky Charlie.
It's Charlie to you. Am I allowed to get uppity with this one?
Of course.
Or Mr. Miss Milligan, if you're feeling fancy. Show some respect to a person on the straight and narrow.
I shan't ever. Patty, how could you? I'm not on the list of train boys who are dangerous to others and also our hearts. Are bribes worth nothing to you now?
There are a few things I do with integrity. This is one of them.
If this is how I'm treated, then I'm afraid I must close my account.
Oh, no, close your account. How will the newsletter survive?
I can see that my threat isn't being taken seriously.
Sticky Charlie, can we survive, do you think, without the professor's so large account?
Sticky Charlie ain't so good at reading rooms, or reading at all, but, woe is us! Forsooth, fortune's bow, which has delivered naught but lamentation to our doorsteps with this grave missive.
Wow, Sticky Charlie, Fat Cat Shakespeare Bootcamp is really paying dividends.
Hobbies keep me honest, and honesty is its own bread. Not literally. I'm also taking an aphorism course.
Listen, free Zumba is free Zumba, and if you don't...
Consider your account canceled. And now, something more preferable than this conversation, cleaning infinite boxes.
Best part of the job!
You'll rule this day. A roux so crunchy.
Also, with the shuttering of your account, you'll have to start paying for the ads on the Zumba Studio.
No!
Watch yourself, father of modern electricity.
What? Also, no one is supposed to know that. Also, is that my future? And finally, also, why do you say that like it's a disgusting piece of broccoli in your mouth?
Oh, that's just Thurman's way, Tommy. See, all he ever does is take tickets from people, and he never actually gets the fun of doing anything.
Taking tickets is the greatest rush there is. You look them in the eyes, you know they want you to say, "Have a nice day," but you never do. It kills them.
I saw you in the newsletter, Mr. Bennett. How does it feel to take top heartbreaker again?
Wrote.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for coming to this mandatory all-staff meeting.
And as an agent of the prevailing power structure, let me apologize for intruding on your independence today.
Apologies for everyone.
No thanks.
Oh, I'll take his.
Well, I don't want mine either.
3 apologies.
Don't fill up on apologies, Tommy.
Start over. Turn it over to our fearless fearmonger, Nate Callahan.
No.
Okay, moving on.
No.
Confused.
I insist on my proper introduction.
Okay. Tracey.
Why?
For fun.
It is in your contract.
That is not a contract, it's a parole agreement.
Well, it wasn't my place to reveal that.
Fine. Introducing.
With the hat.
Introducing the CEO of Good Guy Enterprises, the man who controls your life, voted one of the top robber barons to watch, Nathan Callahan.
He's my hero.
I'll destroy you.
Try. Hello, everyone. I don't like being here any more than you do.
I love it here.
I had planned to fire some of you, most of you, and hire you back as Wiener Schnitzel turners at the food court.
German capitulation, never.
But
Boris convinced me maybe there was a way to get you to be more productive without fear.
Or paying more money. That was very important too.
Always. He convinced me there was another way. Still, I asked the sheriff to be here in case.
And I took the liberty of drawing up Ryan accountability pledges for all of us. Take one, pass it around. Notice you have a choice. In the case of a riot, you can either pay for whatever damage you personally incur, or you can enter into a co-op with others to share liability as a collective. I think you'll find the group option more enjoyable, social, and financially productive.
Stop trying to unionize rioters, Aldani.
The people have spoken, Sheriff. Anyway, Boris has my full confidence, yada, yada, yada. If it doesn't work, some of you will be fired. Eat at the food court. Goodbye.
As Mr. Callahan so eloquently said, we're trying a new program that really has to work, or else I have to fire people. And that's my least favorite part of the job, besides other parts.
Get to the point. Some of us have tickets to take.
Oh, you got your wrist guard, Thurman.
Ticket tendonitis has taken down a lot of the greats.
So, we're doing an incentivization program scheme. We're going to pair up workers.
Hairs? Ooh.
We're going to measure their productivity.
Measurable outcomes.
The best pair gets a trip to Space Train 0G Water Park.
Splish, splash, tish, tassoo.
Okay, calm down, Tommy.
Never been to a water park. I've always dreamed.
Yeah, it's mostly urine.
So is Michigan.
Tracey will monitor progress.
And I will monitor Tracey for signs of implicit bias.
Ah, nuisance! Nuisance! I'm being a real rebel rouser!
Not at all, Professor. We're just about done.
Like your prospects of ever getting back on the list.
Ah! Watch your beautiful bad boy self, Thurman. I'm a troublemaker.
Oh, no, Ratskull, I think it's actually good that we have a non-employee here to witness the proceedings.
Agreed. Thank you for your presence here today, Professor Ratskull.
It's...
So, everyone find your partner and get to productivizing. Please. Seriously. This is important.
And remember, no purchase is necessary. Gabrielle, your partner is...
I don't care.
Tommy!
Can I trade?
Why? We're going to be so good together, Gabrielle, like Leopold and Loeb.
Yeah, Tommy, I don't want to do better at my job, but I get the feeling that you want to.
I really want to win.
Exactly. So I think
No changing the teams. They are perfectly balanced. I perfectly balanced them.
Okay, fine. But Tommy, don't think I'm going to do better just because you're my partner.
Gabrielle, can you please do better because I'm your partner, your friend, and I really want this?
Oh, damn it.
The system works.
Howdy! Real journalism needs you!
Welcome to the Space Train newsletter, all the news that's fit to... Oh, hello, Rory. I'm supposed to tell Patty whenever you're here so she can hide the booze.
Sticky Charlie, what's going on? You ransacking the place? Can I help?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Sticky Charlie's trying to go straight. For reals. For actualies. For sures.
And they're starting you at rock bottom. The Space Train newsletter.
Yeah! Social media indoing.
Sub rock bottom.
No. Sticky Charlie is a valuable member of the newsletter family. Rory, the word family is defined as people who care about each other. You wouldn't know it.
I didn't come here to talk about Sticky Charlie.
They never do. Hurts every time.
Patty, I'm doing investigative work. I need to know about some cameras, and I thought the newsletter may have accidentally noticed something for once.
Patty, is this an instance where I get the showing broom?
Not yet. Rory, you're talking about the come in the night installed self-contained camera that broadcast out to the train and no one knows why or how?
Yes, exactly. Well, I didn't expect you to know about that.
We went to the same J school.
I always thought you were someone's niece.
Just because my paternal uncle was president of the university and my maternal aunt was head of admissions doesn't mean anything.
Clark owes me 20 lira.
Whippity-da! I wanted to shout something too. Being on the straight is tough, y'all. You don't get to pull attention like I'm...
But you know about the cameras.
I do.
And will you share them with me as a fellow writer? I can give you that.
I will.
Yes!
On one condition.
My juniper cake recipe? It's mostly gin.
You have to give me a compliment.
What?
One compliment, just one, right here and now. Could be about anything. My work, my shoes, my taste in painful bargains.
Never.
And that's how you bluff to win, Sticky Charlie.
Let me get a picture for the social.
I'll show them. They'll show me. We'll show each other. Where is that giant bomb? I know I left it here somewhere.
Hey, Professor.
Boris, thanks for stopping by.
You called me like 12 times. And then Tracey, until she took away your privileges.
It seems my merciful streak has lasted too long. The time has come to remind everyone why they're so afraid of Larry Percival Ratskull.
Uh-huh. I mean, cool.
So since I know you, Boris, my friend, are scared of me, right?
Sure, I suppose.
So I thought we'd build from your fear, then I'd let you help me put our plan into motion.
Okay. Okay, cool. Professor, I don't
so
really
let's
know.
wrap, Boris, buddy. How would you rate your fear? Perspiration, nightmares, quaking in boots?
General tingliness, maybe?
Uh-huh. Okay. Are you scared of me because of A, my commanding charisma, B, the depths I will sink to, C, my engineering brilliance, or D, all of the above and so much more?
I guess I'm scared that I'm gonna end up like you.
Interesting, because you see the darkness inside yourself reflected in me and worry it'll blot out your goodness.
No. You do Zumba all the time, but it doesn't seem to help.
My quads are granite laced with steel. Okay, new tact. Just name some adjectives you associate with me. I'll start. Overwhelming.
Nah. Sweaty.
Oh.
Desperate. Hungry, envious. These are fun. Pitiful. Cowering, desperate.
You said that one.
Well, I think of it a lot. Should I keep going?
No. Boris, taken it at face value, and I'd almost say you're not scared of me at all.
Huh.
Oh. It's almost like you see me as some weird guy on your block you're obliged to look in on.
It is like that. That is a great way to put it.
Boris.
I mean, I wondered what our dynamic was. Cool neighbor, weird neighbor.
Ratskull, you're damn. You can hold back the flood. Hold back the Ratskull. My feelings.
Bye, Professor.
I've been debasing myself. Did you find anything?
Some prices are too high.
So we can't find any records, but we have footage I picked up. Maybe we could just find that camera and trace it to the hub.
We need someone with technical know-how. Ratskull?
Oh, thanks, Rory. After today, I get that.
We all did. Tommy, though. Tommy's much better.
Just say the words.
Fine. Beep boop beep. Tracey, please teleport me to Tommy's location.
This passphrase.
We do not have time for this right now.
I need the Lord to over something.
Tracey's the bomb.com.
You sound so stupid when you say that.
Janice, make me another malted.
I don't know. You've had 6,000 calories of ice cream already.
I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Ratskull!
Ah, did somebody shriek my name?
Are you here to pick him up? I think he twisted his ankle when he got off his stool earlier.
I twisted the universe when I got off my stool earlier.
No, Tracey was supposed to take me to Tommy.
He's behind you.
Oh, swell!
Hard work is fun, Gabrielle. You'll see.
Don't turn away. Listen to me.
Tommy, I'm gonna do my thing. We'll see how it shakes out.
Yo, Alva, I got a project for ya.
Tommy, how do you like to crawl around the train tracing wires?
Wowie! Have you been reading my dream journal? I'd love to, but I'm trying to be the best employee I can.
This is how they get you, Tommy. This is how they
And
get
wire
you.
crawling is not in my job description. Pushing candy is.
And he's gonna have to push a lot because I'm not gonna help out the team much.
Wait, hold on. You just need to win a contest. I can rig that for you, easy.
No, ma'am. Absolutely not.
I believe in you.
Don't worry, Tracey. I'm barely on duty. Since this incentivization program started, everything is running smoothly. Super smoothly. People are working extra hard and making very little trouble, so I'm getting myself a treat. Janice, your finest baked Alaska.
We don't serve that.
Then whatever. No cheating, Tracey. I check all the figures.
Sheriff, this is hard.
Nothing is more important than following contest rules. There is a water park at stake.
Then Tommy will have to win the old-fashioned way by convincing his partner to pull her fair share of the hooch cart.
Really don't want to. I really don't.
But there's so much peer pressure. Oh, look at me. I'm so relaxed. I don't even mind peer pressure. Janice!
I'm coming.
Okay, Tommy, I'll give you 5 good hours. And that is a month's work of normal work for me. Come on, let's go.
How else are we going to figure this out, Tracey?
I'll help.
Who are you?
Janice, I make malts, but I'm really an actress. See,
I'm done with you.
I'm also done with you.
Why does no one involve me in things?
Because you wear a paper hat.
Okay, newspaper woman, what do we do now?
Sheriff, cover your ears.
No need. Nothing can ruin this peaceful day. The Helens have only brought 3 suits against each other in the last 6 hours. Bliss.
Suit yourself. Tracey, what we need.
Okay, actually, I will cover my ears. I'm being prideful, and that is what got Oedipus.
Tracey, time for us to go illegal.
Why does everyone love Nature Farms graham crackers?
They're made with wholesome ingredients.
They're fun to snap.
I found $40 in the bottom of the box.
As a busy mom, I don't always have time for nutrition. Nature Farm graham crackers are packed with essential vitamins.
Delicious.
I really did. There was $40 cash in there. Was that a mistake?
They're great on the go. Soccer practice, band rehearsal. With Nature Farm grams in my bag, snacks are covered.
My favorite flavor is cinnamon.
$40 whole dollars. Seriously though, why? Is every box sold at like $48 loss? Does this have to do with the trial?
Nature Farm graham crackers are naturally gluten-free. No toxins for my family.
I remember because they never could convict the CEO for embezzling. They said they could never find the money. Oh my God. People died.
I like mine with bananas.
The mocha flavor lets me get my chocolate fix without all the calories.
Spider-Man puzzles.
Nature Farms graham crackers. Don't think too much about it. Now in vanilla swirl, honey macadamia, and $100 varieties.
I can hear you.
Slow down! I feel like a molasses flood.
Do you even know what you mean?
Sometimes things are just for color. Gabrielle, I need your help.
You told me to help Tommy. Which do you want?
Both.
Wow, privilege much?
Tracey and I are working a story. I just need some underworld contacts, informants.
Informants? Great lingo, street shark. We don't call them that. We call them data jockeys.
No, you don't.
Are you calling me a liar?
Yes.
Well done. There is this new guy out of telemetry, Milton. Something happened to him and he's going off the deep end lately. Go find him.
Thanks, Gabrielle.
Yeah, don't mention it. Ever.
Miss Rook! Miss Rook! You're just the person I've been looking for days.
Hey up, Boris.
It's crazy we haven't seen each other, huh?
The train's pretty big.
Well, only one of the smaller infinities. I'm really excited. Callahan is letting me try something out, and I think it'll be good.
Great.
Maybe you could write about
it. Maybe.
Miss Rook, you want to get a meal or something and catch up? I really can't remember the last time we talked.
I'm working on a story.
Cool. What about?
The heavens! Just some glitzy flapper piece about their floor skirts.
Floor skirts. What does that even mean?
Fashion.
Okay. Well, when you're done with them, call me on the Tracey phone. You're important to me, and I don't want to lose that.
Me neither.
You're making the rhododendrons wilt back into themselves.
And I want to do more of that. Antonia, it's come to my attention that people don't tremble when they hear the name Ratskull.
I wish I didn't.
And you're one of the few people who really seems to get what I'm going for. Can we brain jam a little and see how to make everyone have the Antonia experience?
You're a bad man who does bad things. I don't like you, and my plants don't like you.
Thank you so much, but it's not enough. Do you find you fear me more with my conventional lab coat or my studded lab coat?
Get out!
Bing bong, Tracey.
Bing bong, Gabrielle.
So I'm trying to get Tommy to this water park or whatever, so what do I need to do to be a better employee?
As you know, the horses have a pretty mixed opinion.
Only the lazy horses.
The real trouble is, you don't give back.
I sell psychotropic snails at below market rates.
You don't give back legally. That's true. So, you'll need to do some service calls. You'll be climbing the ranks like a good little worker rat.
Worker bee.
Oh, not the way you'll be doing it. I'll call the service center manager.
I didn't know we had one of those.
Welcome to the Space Train Service Center. What can our employees do for you? Huh.
Tracey!
Oh, DuBrasil. Here to do some service calls.
Thurman, your hair is especially silky today. Are you still using guano?
I like the texture. Gabriel, service calls are pretty popular. I can't just give them out to everyone.
Where are you going with this?
Traditionally, when someone bestows an honor upon you, you thank them.
Traditionally, when a walking ball sack talks as much as you do, we put it in a cage and then charge people admission to see it at the fairground car.
I hear you. You don't need to do service calls.
You bet your ass I don't need to. I don't need anything. I want to do service calls.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I love service calls. Nothing makes me feel more revved up than giving back to the rubes on this hunk of aluminum.
Huh. I don't believe you.
nothing would make me happier than taking the hardiest, smelliest, most difficult requests.
You insist, DuBrasil. We've got a pretty big file here. No one has been able to satisfy her.
Oh, I live to satisfy. Give it to me.
Bing bong, Tracey. Please pronounce the Zalensky file.
My pleasure. Gabrielle, should I let Leah know you'll be coming?
I'll be there with bells on.
Mars bars, Saturn bars, get your candy bars here. Peanut butter, cashew wrapped in honey, everything to give you a spike of sugar in this dark and ever-expanding void.
The idea, Tommy, is that we leverage Tracey's teleportation powers to bring victims
That's great, Mr. Professor, but I gotta hawk like I'm at a World's Fair. You, sir.
Me, sir?
You, sir. You look like someone who enjoys a decadent film of chocolate followed by the powerful refreshment of mint.
Well, my teeth aren't what they used to be.
Then you're in luck, because this candy bar is specially formulated to melt everywhere. Why, it's melting right now.
What a deal. I'll take one.
You'll take 5?
Why not?
Oh, wowie zowie, Mr. Professor. Did you feel that rush?
No. Did I? No.
A rush of selling things. The pitch, the chase, the feel of money crossing palms. Oh boy, this may be even better than inventing.
Oh, you've gone business school on me?
Your teleport kajigger sounds real fun and everything, Mr. Professor, but I have to win this. And honestly, I should have been hustling at my job before. Bye!
My Leah lies over the space train. My Leah is off 4 degrees. My Leah lies over the space train. So bring back my Leah to me.
Stop your hooting and let's get to hollering. Rory Rook, dame on a mission.
Milton Adams, fool at a desk.
Milton and I have been making fools into briefly popular notables for years. I need some help locating cameras and where they're broadcasting to.
Wait, Rory? I know you.
Of course you do, kid. Once you get a Pulitzer, everyone does. Once you get 2, everyone and their mom does. Still got it.
Rory Rook, Leah Zalensky's best friend.
I've tolerated a lot of muckraking, but that's one story I won't be in the center of.
Oh, you are. She talks about you all the time when she's wandering around the breakfast nook car.
Gotta put a stop to that.
You need someone to track down wireless signal? I'm the best on duty in my age bracket. I can do it, but I need you to put in a good word with Leah. I need a conversation with her.
Kid, you could just go up to her.
A goddess like that? You've been at her glow too long. You don't know what it's like for normies.
You can track the cameras.
If they're broadcasting in this universe, I can find them.
Then, as Leah Zalensky's best friend, I will get you a conversation with her. I feel dirty.
And that blank piece of wall is how you bluff your way to a win. Bring back, bring back.
Gosh, I've been trying to move this couch for weeks, and suddenly bestie number 2, Gabrielle, just drops by to help? Is this what happiness is?
We're just moving a couch, Leah.
That's how it starts. Bold meringue?
Leah, chill out. Can you sign this paper saying I helped move the couch?
Let's sit down a second.
On the couch, we're moving. Let's get this friendship fun time activity over.
99% of friendship is just showing up, right? Let's talk, let's chat, let's gab.
Let's not. I got a couch to move, a library, a paper to sign.
Oh, let's talk horses. You like horses, I like you.
What's your favorite horse? Yeah, you don't know horses.
No, I do. It's just, once we start talking specifics, that's more chances to drive a wedge betwixt us.
Yeah, don't say betwixt.
Never. Differences lead to contempt, so I try to be nothing to everyone.
Okay, come on, tell me your favorite and sign this.
Okay, my favorite, but it can change if it needs to, is an Irish Drought, the official horse of Earth Ireland. I like them because they were originally bred for farm work, like me, but they excel at show jumping and have kind eyes like I hope to be.
Wow, you know a lot about them.
I read a lot. A lot. In case I run into someone and they want me to know it.
You just study random topics in case you run.
It's ever useful for any friend someday. My brother Chaz always said that friendship is based on maximized transactional value, where each party seeks someone of like status. And that romantic attraction is based on not this. And then he'd shove his hand over my face. So, what do you need me to sign?
Leah Zalensky, I'm looking all over for you.
More blood? Stick a catheter in me. I'm a fountain.
That was for a bar bet. No, I'm just here to hang with my friend.
Your best friend?
Let's foreclose on that rumor mill. Hey, Gabrielle.
Hey, Rory. Leah and I are in the middle of something important.
Being gal pals. Is it okay to say that?
Yeah, I don't care. These forms, Leah?
Leah, you know what could be fun? Going down to the telemetry office. There's this guy down there that I think is real corporeal.
What a great day. My two best friends hanging out with me. Just to hang out. No agenda.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just being together. No reason needed.
And by the end of the day, maybe I'll be able to help one of you out. If I'm feeling loved.
You know, bestie, we could do whatever it is you want to do.
No, let me do whatever it is you want to do first.
Okay, let's go skip stones in the Placid Lake and Feelings car. On the way, I can tell you about my 5 favorite hot fudge temperatures.
Janice, you know what your problem is?
No.
Exactly. Today is great. Why are you frowning so much?
You keep ordering more and more complicated malts.
I'm just trying to share myself with the world.
Hey, Sheriff. Tracey said I could find you here.
Boris! Huh, come have a malt with me.
Oh, I don't know if I should. Last time I was in here, it didn't end well. I'm still ashamed, Janice.
People spill all the time.
Not me.
Boris, this incentivization program was a great idea.
You think so? I hope so. I'm nervous.
I used to be that way. And then I wasn't. And that was a bigger problem. But don't tell anyone. Those records are sealed. And then I was nervous again. Ugh. But now, thanks to you, I get to find out who Booker Donovan, etc., really is. And she really likes ice cream.
Oh, well, we knew that already. I'm cautiously optimistic, which scares me because I'm usually all the way optimistic.
I know just the soda fountain to crank up optimism.
What the heck, Janice? Another malt!
And that was the 5th time I learned perms weren't for me.
The lesson almost sets in every time.
Almost, but I still learned it another 7 times.
And that's why you're a clean snake.
Ooh, I haven't heard that one before. Yeah?
Your hair really is a treasure trove of wondrous, feelings.
Oh my gosh. I never thought of that, but my hair really is where I keep my feelings. That reminds me, I was 16 again.
Ratskull enters!
Oh, thank God.
Bless you, Ratskull.
No! I don't want relief. I'm going for fear, for anxiety, for the nape of your neck to bristle.
I don't like him talking about my nape.
I'm a big, scary science guy with disaster in my wake. Mr. Potter here will tell you.
It's a lot of energy to teleport him across the galaxy, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the best.
He's from far away Trigon to talk about how I destroyed his home world. Mr. Potter?
Well,
I left nothing behind but a husk of a once prosperous planet, yes?
When the professor came,
my ships descended, backlit by the amber sun, depending on where you stood, and for nothing more than a lark, I took away everything you ever knew. Isn't that right, Mr. Potter?
I've waited a long time to tell you this, Professor Ratskull. Thank you.
What?
Before you came, our fields had grown stagnant, our forests stilted, and our people were hungry.
But surely hungrier after I laid waste.
Your beautiful raising of our land scraped away the old growth, and new growth soon blossomed in colors we'd long since forgotten. Professor, you saved our planet.
No!
Congratulations, Ratskull. This is actually something you can be proud of.
I barely like people, and even I think this is kind of cool.
Shouldn't people be paying attention to me?
None of you understand! Mr. Potter, can't you curse me for killing your father?
It's the way he always wanted to go.
Seriously? From a falling tree?
Yes, he wanted to be taken by nature and then reincorporated into nature. We celebrate you every year, and the children put on a pantomime of your antics.
You at least have a cool statue of me somewhere.
Yes, and we donate to a wildlife fund in your name.
Take him away, Tracey.
No, I'm sending him to Fat Cat. We're gonna see if we can get a lecture series out of him.
I guess you'll want to make fun of me now.
Only because you don't think this is worthwhile. Professor, who cares if people don't think you're scary?
Or impressive.
Or worthy of respect.
I'm too tired. Please take out your Ratskullism, Wit and Wisdom, Volume 3, and read out 32.
I don't keep mine on me.
Oh, the final insult.
Fine. Let's see. 32. You haven't heard the last of Larry P. Ratskull.
I thought I fixed that typo.
That reminds me of another time my lips got caught in a Ferris wheel.
I'm done.
Me too.
What?
Leah, talk to Milton in telemetry. He might actually hang on your every word.
Who?
Leah, I've helped you with all of your service requests. Are you going to sign them?
Maybe over a candlelit gondola.
Yeah, I'm forging your signature then. Bye.
That's 23 skiddy.
I still have this couch. Oh, yes. Do you want to have a sit and chat with me?
Sheriff Aldani, Boris needs you for a Maltz Village emergency.
Oh, thank God.
Ratskull, you know what you must do, but it's forbidden, Ratskull. By whom? By your conventional notions of morality. But I know you're right, Ratskull. And yet, let me call my sponsor.
Sir, the floor is sticky. If you fall down, you'll be sticky. I'm getting a call, 1 second. Hey, this is Thurman. Make this worth my time.
Thurman, this is Ratskull. I'm having an empathy attack.
Whoa. I didn't know this was serious. Excuse me, sir. You're gonna have to wait. I'm on the phone. I don't care that it's starting now. You should have thought of that before arriving at curtain time. Hey, what's happening, Rat Bro?
So I need people to fear me.
Good luck. I'm sorry. I need to get into empathy, Anonymous. Okay, keep going. I'm here for you, brother.
And I know how to do it, but I keep thinking of how it's going to hurt the people I love. And I just...
Whoa! Watch it with the L word, Ratskull. That's not how sociopaths talk. Let's say the Genghis mantra. Genghis?
Genghis, give me the callousness to accept the bad things that happen to other people.
The dickishness to do whatever, whenever.
And the head shape to wear a backwards cap.
Amen. Did that help?
It did. Thanks, Thurman.
Okay.
You're Larry's back in business.
Hey, Sticky Charlie!
Oh, hello there, Rory. Isn't it a lovely day? Old Sticky Charlie would be picking pockets instead of looking at the gorgeousness of the cosmos. But new and improved, Sticky Charlie bought a Natural Formations Appreciation Journal, and I'm using it.
Keep that bupkis buttoned. I need you to help me be sneaky, Sticky.
Oh, no. I am trying to go straight. I am taking care of an orchid now, Rory. You know, they teach us so much more than we teach them.
It's a stalk with a thing on the end. Sticky, come on. You've got contacts and I need to work them.
I can't go back to the joint. Sheriff says we're starting on the last battle and I'm not ready for it to end. I'm not ready.
Sticky, if you don't want your social media cred rolled in the muck, you're gonna give up the goose jam.
Fine. Mama, this is what happens when I try to go straight.
Nobody cares, Charlie.
Great woman refuses to look at me. What did you need?
A better daughter.
You had one of those, and you let her become a human resource admin partner. So you let us both down.
Get me in touch with Howard Boward.
Howard Boward? That guy's more dangerous than a barrel of pomade.
Make it happen.
Okay. Be by the vending machine in 5 minutes. That's where we'll swoop ya. But if I relapse, it's all your fault.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Candy bars, sewing kits, travel size toothpaste. Get your travel wares here. Hey, Rory, need any sundries?
Not today. You're doing well.
Well, instead of handing over the cash from my sales, I reinvested them into the cart and I'm selling stuff at a huge markup. It's going great.
Hey, perforation putts, I got your service papers signed off on. Hey, Tommy, I hope you're happy. I had to talk to Leah.
I'm okay with that.
I'm on break. Come back in 156 seconds.
Are we good?
Just take the papers.
Waiting for Sticky Charlie to come through.
If I took the papers now, you'd be improperly disseminating train property. And then I would litter. Do you really want that?
She doesn't.
Valkyries!
That doesn't work.
Even Patty is better than that.
I had the most flirtatious text discussion with Milton and asked him to meet me here. Thanks for setting me up, Rory.
I really have other things to be concerned with.
Trust him, Sticky Charlie. I wonder all humans die.
Hello, all. Having a calm, legal, and orderly day, I hope.
And productive.
Hey, 3C. Don't worry about missing out on couch time, because I decided to...
Today of all days, Leah.
Rory, the fix is in. Head to the machine and listen for his trademark. Swoop! 1 minute, okay? Something spooked him, so it's your only chance.
Right, I'm gonna be there.
Is this because I backslid?
You're not that important, Charlie.
Hear me!
He did it! He really did it!
Gonna clean this up?
You make me so proud!
Ratskull, Uber, alles not a Nazi, don't call me that. Although they advanced mad science, so maybe they weren't so bad.
Ratskull!
Okay, too far, don't be a Nazi, but please fear me, flee right now. Quiver, terror, shiver, share this on all social media platforms.
I can't get to the vending machines.
Everyone, I'm on a giant robot.
I see you, buddy. Keep doing it.
Terrorizing the populace.
I know. Isn't it great?
Oh, my forms!
Your forms? My cart commodities.
Milton? Databug 1619, where are you? Why does this always happen to me on first dates?
Ratskull, you have to stop!
Look at me now, Lance. Who's the better brother today?
Howard, you better be square and wait a tick.
It's too late, Rory. He swooped his last swoop.
No!
I'm on top of the world.
Hold on to your tentacles, because Zoeller favorite human observational comedian, Jeff Adams, is at it again in his new special. Hey, what's going on here?
So I was out the other night and I had to go to the bathroom. Instead of a toilet, there was this giant floating crystal. And I'm like, hey, what am I supposed to do with this thing? And I'm looking all over and I don't see holes anywhere.
When human Jeff Adams crash landed on the planet Zorklulax, he brought with him airborne pathogens, the concept of war, and a belly full of laughs. Watch Jeff's unfiltered views on the dating scene.
I was out the other day, saw this cute Zorkulaxian. So I go up to her and I say, hey, I think you're really cute. Maybe I could take you out sometime. The next thing I know, she's wrapping her vestigial tentacle around my arm. I'm like, whoa, are we married or something now? Really, though, are we? I don't understand your customs. She's waiting for me.
We love Jeff Adams.
I haven't laughed this hard since my fourth ceremony of elucidation.
What exactly is a ceremony of elucidation? No, I'm asking. What is it? I've heard some people describe it as a kind of a celebration, but others say it's a fight to the death. Could someone please tell me? I can't read your books.
Watch things get edgy when Jeff encounters a heckler.
What's with this food dispenser? I keep scanning my code, but it just keeps flashing a series of squiggly lines.
That means it's out of order, moron.
Oh, I'm so glad you told me. That's really helpful. No, sir, don't leave. I have more questions. Can I call you later?
Jeff may never see his home planet again, but you're sure to have some of the funniest observational humor in the galaxy with Jeff Adams. What's going on here?
Please help me. Someone.
You're telling me the biggest newsletter story of all time happened and you didn't get any pictures?
My finger was on the lens.
Sticky Charlie, I need to revoke your Canva credentials.
No.
Mr. Callahan, everything was going great until
it
Ratskull.
wasn't. I've seen this before, Boris. You can't lead from behind, and you can't motivate with a water park. It's time you learn that lesson. Let's talk about reduction.
You saw the papers, just sign off on them.
I don't know what I saw. If you don't have the original signed forms, I'm afraid I'm having no choice but to.
What's going to happen to me? I stole from the company.
We'll start by not using words like stole and we'll figure it out. Ratskull! Ratskull!
Leah, you know I helped you. Just tell Furman.
He said, I know now the universe will never let me have something so beautiful. Bye. Winky face emoji. This isn't a winky face moment, Milton. It isn't.
What do you mean that's it?
We tried everything we can. Whatever Callahan's up to, he's going to keep building till it tickles God's whiskers. It's all off.
I'm supposed to be the one who's cynical and defeatist.
Not bad for a day's work.
Ratskull.
I know, you're all disappointed now,
I'm
but...
not disappointed, Ratskull. I'm just angry. Everyone was doing well, and you... What?
I wanted some respect.
Oh, you failed, and you ruined our day, and you gave poor Sticky Charlie mothers a fright. An honest-to-goodness fright.
That's... something.
Ratskull, are you really so sure of what you want that you don't know you already have something better?
Honestly, Mr. Callahan, I think that this could work if we...
It's done, Boris. I knew it wouldn't like this. That's why I already chose who we're firing.
But you said you were going to give this program a real swing of the bat to see if it connected.
That's corporate speak for you're an idiot.
It really was working.
Our deal only lasts as long as it works. Don't nonprofit out on me again.
Tommy, you can tell Mr. Fluffles anything, including if you skimped on your tank card.
Mr. Boris, I'm really sorry about the snack cart. I'll hustle twice as hard to pay you back everything.
Don't talk like that, Tommy. I'm sure Boris will be very
That's a good idea.
What?
You need to, Tommy. You should have turned in your money like protocol says instead of, thinking and stuff.
Well, it was working. Like, I thought it was working, but...
It doesn't matter if it was working. It didn't work. So it doesn't matter. The bottom line, that's what matters.
Jeez, Boris, lay off. It was a freak accident.
Yeah, well, we have tons of those now, huh? We can't keep making excuses because if things keep going like they're going...
What?
We need to shape up, huh? Which means you need to shape up. And I expect to see our sales back up by tomorrow, Tommy. Make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Why don't all y'all go? We got work to do.
Dang, boss.
Janice!
Coming.
Janice!
Coming.
Janice!
Stop. I'm just one jerk. I'm putting my jerk intern on it. Sticky Charlie.
Proud to have an honest job. Charlie is here with the elbow grease.
Stop getting elbow grease everywhere.
It's a condition.
I wanted one thing.
Me too.
Total domination.
Kinda me too.
And the spleens of the weak.
Now you lost me.
Is respect so much to ask?
What do I know? I can't even get anybody to tell me about the secret cameras.
The secret cameras? Now there was a project that should have gotten me some respect. We need you, Ratskull. The future of the train depends on it.
Hold on, huh?
Not enough butterscotch, Janice! I want it so buttery I'd swear it was a croissant.
Are you telling me you put in the camera system? The weird one? Someone no one knows about?
If I tell you, you're going to have an even worse day.
Try me.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Mute yourself and turn to 10.
That's what the cameras are for? That wasn't anywhere in my calculations or top possibilities.
And yet here we are. That's how he makes his bottom line.
The accidental porn was higher on the list. Okay. How are we busting him? Newspaper article? Wait for TV movie? Campaign?
Slow down. We know it. Big Whoop, I know lots of things I shouldn't. Now we have to prove it.
Oh, journalism's so namby-pamby.
This is just getting started. Be patient.
And Boris?
He's known it this whole time. If Callahan goes down, I don't see a way Boris doesn't also go down.
Justice is best served cold.
No, that's not. Don't worry about it. Let's move some index cards.
Some weird music choices today. Thank you everybody for watching Space Train, Ratskulling into Butter. Today's episode was written and directed by Aaron Garrett, and our commercials were provided by Roger Anderson. Today's show featured Liz Castillo as Sheriff Aldani, Lauren Hainley as Gabrielle DuBrasil, Ben Hudson as Boris, Alex Lange as Leah Zalensky, Sandra Peck Ramsey as Tracey, Stephen Saltsman as Professor Ratskull, Kat Stroud as Thomas Edison, Kaitlyn Zoeller as Rory Rook, with Meaghan Avacato, Sara Denton, Ian Muzzy, and Seth Ramsey. Today, we also had Austin Brady as Thurman Bennett, Chelsea Corto as Sticky Charlie, Manatee as Mr. Fluffles, and Ruth McCleskey as Patty Parsons. Thank you, everybody. You can join us again July 1st on this channel to see the end of season 1 of Space Train, Death of a New Space New York Times Reporter. It's going to be a very exciting episode. And until then, you can see us live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Next week, we're doing God Kings 3, 4 Presidents Walk into a War. If you enjoyed the show today, please consider donating at paypal.me/Pronoia Theater or Venmo @Pronoia. Please